our top stories this week. One of California's largest private foster care agencies is under fire over allegations of torture and abuse that are outlined in a 76-page Kids for Cash lawsuit. In Michigan, a box of sensitive Child Protective Services documents was found on the street near a busy intersection. In Texas, family court judges get all of 10 minutes to decide the fate of kids and families who are brought to their attention by CPS agents. And in Wisconsin, several Milwaukee daycares are suing the Department of Children and Families because they're not getting their money from the Child Care and Development Block Grant that is supposed to help low-income families with the cost of child care. In Australia, advocates for children are complaining to the United Nations about all the abuse in the country's foster care system. In Ireland, a law is being proposed that would give adopted people the right to their birth certificates for the first time ever. In British Columbia, Canada, the child protective industry is dealing with a problematic computer system. And in Massachusetts, a child advocacy group is appealing a decision that threw out their original lawsuit claiming widespread abuse and failures in the state's foster care system. In South Carolina, a teenager is denied bond after being accused of sexually assaulting a foster child in a home last month. And in South Australia, at least 15 serious sex abuse cases involving kids who are supposed to be protected have been reported so far in 2014. In California, there will be no bail set for the couple who had to be extradited back from Mexico to face murder charges claiming that they killed a little foster child back in 2010. In Alberta, Canada, a judge makes a recommendation that people try to put bassinets together properly after a fatality inquiry finds that a foster child died because hers wasn't assembled correctly. A foster child killer from Florida enters a not guilty plea. And in Texas, a foster mother who killed a little girl whose real parents smoked pot is convicted of capital murder and sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. In Iowa, a teenager who killed his foster brother is found not guilty by reason of insanity because he thought he was killing a goblin. In Nevada, the coroner rules that the foster father who killed a little one then himself died from an overdose of hydrocodone. And in Hawaii, a 16-year-old who stabbed his foster mother to death will be tried as an adult. In California, 2 parents snatched their kids back from a foster home but are recaptured in Colorado. And in Texas, a woman uses a pair of scissors to scare a CPS agent just before snatching her kid from foster care. In California, a family court judge is sanctioned for being rude to litigants. And in Florida, a woman is charged with filing a false child abuse report. In Malta, a mother admits to torching the front door of her daughter's foster mother's home. In Israel, a study finds that social workers are more likely to snatch kids from low-income families. In Michigan, a jury awards $3 million to a couple who was falsely accused of sexually abusing their nonverbal autistic daughter. In Utah, a real father is denied custody of his kid who was adopted out from under him by the mother because he didn't file a paternity affidavit soon enough. In Ohio, a man is accused of threatening a CPS agent with a rifle. And finally, tonight, in Rhode Island, the chief judge of the family court falls flat on her face and fucks it all up. For these stories and all the latest dirt on the child protective industry, visit www.legallykidnapped.com. And until next week, this is Baby LK, over and out.